I am working on an epic pitch that I am going to be pitching very soon. A reboot of the Freddy Krueger franchise, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I have come up with the ultimate reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm actually, it's going to be a trilogy at least a trilogy, okay? And the original film was called A Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, this is called Nightmare on Elm Street. Just Nightmare on Elm Street. No A at the beginning. And I'll tell you a little bit about it, y'all, but it's going to be a trilogy, so, you know, there's an overarching, long lasting narrative going on here, but it's essentially, and I hate to do this because it's so cliche right now. It is the most cliche thing you can do in 2019, but I'm doing it anyway. Nightmare on Elm Street, the reboot that I'm conceptualizing and pitching, is essentially going to be Goonies versus Freddy. That's right. That's right. We're returning Freddy to his roots in this film. Freddy Krueger is not a pedophile. He's, as they tried to make him in the remake, the horrible 2009 remake. All right. He is not going to be a pedophile. So he's going back to being a child killer. He kills kids. Okay. So instead of his victims in the movie being a group of teeny boppers, his victims in this movie are going to be younger kids around the Goonies age. All right, Goonies. So it's going to be like the Goonies versus Freddy. So the movie, so it's gonna, so essentially think of it like It meets Freddy Krueger. All right. It's It meets Freddy Krueger, and let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. Essentially, let me put it to you this way. I can't tell you much right now. All right. But, you know, like I said, it's the most cliche thing you can think of in the world. Okay. Right now, the most cliche thing you can possibly do is um the most cliche thing you can possibly do at this point is make anything involving a ragtag group of kids, Goonies style, Stranger Things style, It style, you know. But hey, if it works, it works. All right. And we're in the movie business to make money, right? So I think that the people who own the rights to the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise and Freddy Krueger are going to enjoy this idea for this reboot that I'm pitching to them. And so so I mean, I'm excited for that, you know. So I don't, I might not be, so, you know, I was a little upset at first that it seemed like MGM was not going to want to pursue making a sequel to Child's Play. But, oh, it's time, you know, it's time for a reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street. It's time. It is time for a reboot. So, what do you guys think? What do you think of that idea, huh? Any Nightmare on Elm Street fans in the chat? Are there any Nightmare on Elm Street fans in the chat? And here's the thing, y'all. Yeah, you'd like it, Isaac the Great? B-Bats, that sounds good. So here's the thing. This Nightmare on Elm Street is not going to be a slasher movie, okay? This is going to be an intense horror film that's going to be scary as fuck. Because Freddy's victims are little kids in this movie. And not only that, I make you care about these kids, all right? You're going to love the kids in Nightmare on Elm Street. You're going to love them and care about them more than you do the Goonies. Okay? All right? If you had to choose between the group of kids in my Nightmare on Elm Street and the Goonies, and you had to choose one group gets to live and the other group gets dropped into a volcano, you would choose to drop the Goonies into the volcano 11 times out of 10. Because the kids in this Nightmare on Elm Street movie, you're going to love them so much. You're going to want to see them live. You're going to want to see them beat Freddy. You're not going to want to see them die. And when they're put in these perilous nightmare situations, you're going to be scared shitless. All right? Not only, you're going to be scared shitless on multiple levels, okay? You're going to be scared shitless because A, you care about these characters. You're going to be scared shitless B, because you are seeing horrific shit happen. The stuff that happens in these nightmares is not like schlocky shit. The nightmares I have come up with for this film are the stuff of nightmares. I know that sounds stupid to say, but like when you watch this shit, these nightmares are going to creep you the fuck out. They're going to scare you and they're going to make you go, wow, if I was in this situation, I would be scared shitless. So you're wondering, what about Freddy Krueger, okay? Here's what happened with Freddy Krueger in the remake. He ruined it, all right? The Freddy Krueger kind of ruined it because he didn't look like Freddy, and, you know, it just was off. They fucked up the character in many ways. But this time, you know, I'm going to make, you know, Freddy's more in the shadows in this one for a while. Because I want, you know, I want him to be like this dream demon, this god, you know, he constructs these nightmare scenarios. But the actor I want to portray Freddy, the one I have in mind is Bill Moseley. Bill Moseley is the actor I want to get to play Freddy in the movie. And I want to take the aspects that we love about Freddy, like the one-liners and the wisecracking and shit. I want to stay true to that, but I want to do it in a scary way. So now he's saying funny one-liners, but it's like, holy shit, this is scary. You're not. You're like, holy fuck, this is creepy. And Bill Moseley's one of the few actors who can pull that off. And if you don't know who Bill Moseley is, he played Chop Top in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And he plays Otis in The Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses, the upcoming Three from Hell. And he's been in a few other things. And he's a great character actor. And yeah, I think his personality, because it's gonna be kind of a mystery. The kids are, because all right, the movie it takes place in an orphanage foster home where these kids are all living together, and they start getting terrorized in their dreams by Freddy Krueger, having these nightmares, and one of them dies, and shit starts getting serious, and they know that something weird's going on, and they're looking into it, and they're trying to research what's going on. And they find out that all their parents were murdered, or not murdered, but they all died in mysterious ways. Each and every one of their parents died in mysterious ways. Then later on, the kids find out that their parents killed Freddy Krueger because he had killed their older brothers and sisters. And this is a big, but I don't want to hinge it too much on this mystery of who Freddy is and shit. Like, I just want it to be a scary ass movie. And I want to make Freddy scary again. Okay, so there's not going to be a shit ton of one-liners. But when they do happen, you're like, holy shit. They're going to be holy shit moments. So, but yeah, but I definitely want to go. I want to go back to the Kevin Yeager design of the makeup for Freddy, and so yeah, but the important thing is yeah, these kids are being put into these horrible nightmare scenarios, and like I said, I think there's different kinds of horror movies, guys. There's horror movies that are filled with characters that you hate and you want to see them get killed. And so you're cheering on the killer and you're like, yeah, get him, get him, get him. Right? There's movies like that. And those movies are great. All right? But I don't want Freddy to be that in this reboot. I want to capture the feeling that you get when you watch movies like Scream. When you watch the Scream movies, you fall in love with all the characters as the saga goes on. And it really ups the tension when they're put in these perilous situations because you don't want to see them get killed. Because you actually legitimately care about these characters. And it makes a different kind of horror movie experience when you actually care about the characters. When you actually don't want to see these characters die. Yeah, there's going to be welcome to primetime bitch lines in the movie. I mean, it's a Freddy movie. I mean, you can do a scary Freddy movie without the one-liners, but like, I want to put them in there in a way that is not going to break the tone of the movie. 'Cause, I mean, Freddy is just that kind of a cold motherfucker who says some witty shit when he's killing you or torturing you. So it's just part of his character to do some shit like that. So, but when he does it in my movie, it's gonna be scary. The line's gonna be funny. It's gonna be witty. It's gonna be poignant. But it's gonna be like, oh shit. It's gonna add insult to injury. I'll put it to you that way. It's not going to turn it into a comedy suddenly. Like, because I'm going to every time he does a one-liner, I'm going to juxtapose it with something brutal and graphic and gory and horrible so that the violence is very realistic and not cartoonish. So that when he says that one-liner and he's doing this fucked up shit, you're like, oh my God, ah! So you're too fucking freaked out to laugh, okay? And maybe you're so freaked out that all you can do is laugh. Either way, Freddy's still gonna have his personality. And as a matter of fact, I want to take it up a notch. I want to explore his kind of crazy, psychotic personality. Because Freddy's a charismatic guy. And that's part of how he lures, before he got killed by the parents of Springwood, that's how he lured kids into his boiler room, was by being charismatic and shit. But yeah. Yeah, so I want it to at least be a trilogy. So I want there to be an arc that's a 3-film arc. So, you know, because I don't want it to just turn into some kind of slasher franchise. I want it to be something that's just legitimately terrifying. And yeah. And it is a reboot. It doesn't take place in the same universe at all. And I've actually, some of the kids are inspired off directly from kids from the original series. So Nancy is a character. Kincaid's in there. So these characters, a lot of the main characters, are redone in this little group. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good, guys. Because the key to doing Freddy right is just to really do some really good nightmare scenes. That's the key. Because, I mean, yeah, you can do those popcorn Freddy movies and do the wisecracking, haha, this is a slasher movie, a bunch of teens are going to get killed off one by one. Like, a rehash of every other Freddy movie. Or you can do my idea, Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's Goonies versus Freddy. A group of kids, all right? Well, you've seen the remake of Child's Play 10 times. Good for you, slasher fan. That's awesome, man. But yeah, so like I said, the key for me is I want to create characters that are going to last through 3 movies. Some of them are going to die along the way, and when it happens, it's going to be fucking tragic, and you're going to feel it. It's not going to be some fucking slasher movie shit. Okay? This is not a slasher movie. This is Nightmare on Elm Street. This is fucking Freddy Krueger coming after kids in their dreams. And it's going to be scary as fuck. Okay? Yeah, I'd like to get Bill Moseley to play Freddy. We're gonna make the makeup look just like classic Freddy, just like classic Freddy. But he's gonna be even more psychotic and maniacal. So, yeah, the dreams. Oh, the dreams are so scary. Like, there's this one where this little girl like is trying to get to sleep, and she looks up and she sees this glimmer on the ceiling, and she looks over to the side of her bed, and her bed's just floating in this ocean, and it's just like this cold black sky, and like her bed's just floating on water, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And like all of a sudden, she starts seeing like the water rippling and swirling around her, and like it's like there's something huge under the water underneath her bed, and she doesn't know what it is, and she doesn't know how she's there. And then, I don't even want to spoil what happens. But this giant fucking Freddy sea serpent just comes out of the fucking water in the moonlight and just oh my god. The little girl's like trembling in fear and shit. Holy shit. It's gonna be so good. And she's got no escape. She's just on her bed in the middle of the ocean, and this giant Freddy serpent is about to eat her. Oh shit. It's gonna be so scary, especially because you care about the little girl. You don't want to see her die. Hell yeah, you'd like to see my sequel to Child's Play Slasher Fan? Thank you, man. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I'm Skynet, bitch. Hell yeah. Yeah, I really want to pull on nightmares that people have had. Real nightmares that people have actually had. And scary scenarios and just shit that's just would be scary to be stuck in these scenarios, and just visuals that can just scare the audience just by seeing it. Like that's really what I want to invoke here with this. So yeah. So anyway, so that's gonna be good, y'all. Nightmare on Elm Street. It's not a Nightmare on Elm Street, it's just Nightmare on Elm Street. And you know, I was toying with the idea adding to Freddy's backstory a little bit to maybe explain why he's so fucked up and shit. If they didn't give him enough backstory the way it is, but it's just gonna be it'll be a fun movie.
It'll be a fun one for the kiddies.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, wish me luck on that, guys. Wish me luck on my pitch. Essentially, yeah, I'm starting as a screenwriter of the 21st century. I am creating a new standard called the pitch video. So basically, I'm standardizing creating pitch videos. So you pitch your script in a video, so it's easy for someone at a studio to just click on your video and hear your pitch. You don't have to fly out to California, sit in the waiting room, book a hotel, sit in the waiting room, wait for the guy to get out of his meeting, sit down with them, pitch them the idea for the movie, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to do that. You just send them the fucking video. They click on it, boom, pitch, and then they can get you on the phone or something, but so I'm going to be pitching this Nightmare on Elm Street. So hopefully it'll come through, because if it does, we're going to make Freddy scary again, y'all. And I'm telling you, Bill Moseley will nail it. You don't believe me? Let's look at some shit. Let's look at some Bill Moseley. Let's look at some Bill Moseley. Bill Moseley. Bill Moseley.
Minimums and fees seem to be the foundation.
Let's check them out, y'all. Here's Bill Moseley in action. This is my choice for Freddy. And if you have seen Child's Play the remake, this is who Chucky learns to kill from. This is who Chucky idolizes and becomes a killer from patterning himself after.
I wanna buy some radio ad time.
Are you fucking crazy? We are closed. Off the air till tomorrow. You'll have to just come back.
No, but whoa. So this is Radioland, huh? The infinite eternal, the waves through the ether fuzz roll on forever. Roar! Can't close that. Hi, I know what you're thinking. This is weird, huh? But I can handle it. You know? You're my fave. Me and Bubba, my little brother, we listen to you every night. Music is my life. You know, you're my fave, but I get too embarrassed to phone in my request. It's too disembodied, you know.
Ooh, what do you guys think, huh? Isn't he perfect for Freddy?
But now that we're here in flesh and blood, I could maybe make a request and it'd still count, huh?
Sure. Hmm?
Well, what about Iron Butterfly? You know, like In a Vida de Gata, baby. Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah. Yes. 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 He's perfect for Freddy. I'm telling you. Telling you guys. And yeah, so I want the audience to be scared of the new Freddy. But I do want hardcore horror fans to fall in love with the new Freddy too. So I think Bill Moseley will pull that off. Only Bill Moseley can pull that off. I mean, it's like the Child's Play remake. Only Mark Hamill could pull it off. All right? You got to get someone else to fill the shoes of Robert Englund. You got to get a horror heavyweight like Bill Moseley. Duh. You got to do it, y'all. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. You got to do it.